Welcome to Grumpily Ever After, our uncensored podcast where swoon-worthy meets eye-rolling as I, an avid reader and adventure romance author, chat with my grumpy husband who has inspired all of my book boyfriends written to date. Join us as we chat about books he'll never read, words he thinks are stupid, and all his grumbles in between. If nothing else, we hope to make you smile and brighten your day. At least a little. So, settle in and let's see where today's chapter takes us.
Wait, are you talking? Because I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. That's because when I was moving my mic, I turned the mute on.
What a rook. Oh my God.
All right, ready?
Coach, count me in.
All right. Well, welcome to this episode of the podcast. I am your co-host, Lindsey Pogue.
I'm the main host, Dennis. G.
Dennis G. How are you today, my dear?
I'm lovely. Good. I'm kind of like letting my adrenaline subside. One from just wrapping up the day, and two from riding my bike home. So
I can hear Blue outside of the door meowing.
well, it's not getting picked up, so you're good to go.
Uh-huh.
Let her whine.
What a mean dad.
She gotta learn. She's gonna learn today.
Anyways, yeah, so adrenaline from riding the motorcycle. How was your ride today with your new heated gloves?
Nice. I put it kind of like in the middle setting because I didn't want to burn my hands off. It's my first time, so I don't really know how aggressive it is. So
Yeah.
really nice in comparison to what I was doing before, where I couldn't feel my fingers for like 2 hours after the ride. It wasn't that cold this morning, but still, with the wind chill and everything.
It wasn't that cold in comparison to how cold it has been. It was still cold. So.
Well, yeah, it was still in the 40s, but yeah, it wasn't 30 something.
Yeah, she's distracting you now, huh?
Now she's coming this way. Yeah.
She's like, somebody. She has food. She just wants attention. She's crazy. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you enjoy your new gloves. And that you had a nice ride, and especially you were able to get that in because we have rain coming again.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
that's such an annoying thing. I swear, you're probably tired of hearing me say this, but if I ever met a meteorologist, I want to just kick him in the shins because I'm trying to plan tomorrow's work, and this morning it showed rain, and then an hour later it decreased to like almost no rain. And so I made all these plans, and then just now I checked it and it went back up to rain. So I'm like, how does it change in a span of 7 hours? You person, you.
Shake that fist, Ben. Shake it. Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Tomorrow might be a wash.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying to get in my walks at the wetlands because of that very reason, too. I feel you. And you can't ride in the rain, so you're stuck with the vehicle. I had a good day. I had a really fun author chat. She's somebody who tries to do all the things like me, and it was nice to just kind of chat about the struggles of doing business this long in this industry, the changes, and how we both want to write different genres. And I asked her what her ideal writing day would look like, since everyone thinks authors just sit around and they're next to the fire and drink their tea all day writing the next breakout novel. I just think that's how it works. But
that's all I see you do. So that's not true?
No.
Oh. Nice. Is this interview with this author going somewhere?
Yeah, so it's going to be an episode of Behind the Pages. So probably in March. So I'm excited. Trying to, just sprinkle those here and there. They're really more for me than anybody else. I think it's interesting for listeners to kind of get a look behind the curtain, especially this is an author that we've read in our book club. So I think it's fun for readers to be able to, get to know them a little differently.
Hold on. Behind the pages.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
About the segment?
Yeah.
Behind the Pages is a special segment of Grumpily Ever After that gives Dennis a break for a week. And are you choking? Uh-oh. Not my intention. Gives Dennis a break for a week so that I can chat with author friends, other people in the industry, talk about writing craft, talk about our experience, how long we've been writing, what we love to write, how it affects us as readers, just kind of all the things that go into being an author. And, and experiences are different for everybody, but there's a lot of commonalities and we can commiserate together. And I just, as a reader, I love to chat with other authors so that I can get to know how their process is, if theirs is anything like mine, and, that sort of thing. So, like I said, it's for anybody who wants to listen, but it really, for me, is kind of just like it fills a little part of my soul that get to talk with other people who have, I don't know, similar business like me. So there's not a lot of them. So,
yeah, and
anyway.
that's cool. She's willing to do that, and you guys are able to, I don't know, just talk about things, similarities, differences. From the outside looking in, to me, it'd be like a small form of validation when you're able to connect those dots between the two of you. Of like, oh, you're doing that, I do that too, or at least expose you to different ideas maybe that you didn't think of, and vice versa. So.
Yeah, 100%. It's definitely a way to feel not as alone in this business. We're all in our writing caves, either writing or building a business and doing marketing and learning how to be business owners. And it's not generally a group effort, So
yeah, and it's hard to connect with people, like-minded people, when you're nose deep in the business next to a nice wood fire, curled up in a blanket while you do your thing. So I can see that.
Because I get to curl up next to a wood fire all the time.
Well, that's what you said, that all writers just park it
for
next
sure
to a heat source. So
what's the most fascinating to me is learning what other authors' backgrounds are before they became authors and started publishing books. A lot of people have dabbled in writing throughout their lives, but some people worked in the medical field. Some people had science or physics backgrounds. Some stay-at-home moms. Some were professors. It's crazy to just learn about people's backgrounds too, and the story of how and why they decided to take the leap and publish a book and become a published author, and not just publish a book, but have a business, make it into their career. So yeah, it's really interesting to hear everyone's stories, for sure.
Yeah, it sounds like the stories are all pretty broad, and there's no commonality as to what was the catalyst for them to go like me as the mechanic. I'm not going to be like, let me start this path. You listed a bunch of different careers or paths that these individuals have taken. What was it that was like, I need to put out a book? I mean, you mentioned like doctors or something, like
lawyers,
what was it that drove them to choose this path? It's just interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's really fascinating. I think that's why I like it so much, is getting to know, again, like what goes on behind the pages of the book, because I think it's fascinating. So anyway, speaking of books, I've heard of this trope before, but I wanted to teach you a new trope today. I don't think we've talked about it before, but the name is funny, so I wanted to get your input before I read to you what it actually is. Ready, Freddie?
Simon?
Okay, this particular trope is called Shadow Daddy.
Shadow Daddy or Shadowed Daddy?
Shadow Daddy.
What the hell is that? My guess is someone that displays features of said daddy, but is not your dad.
Okay. No, that's not it. What about, does this help? I just want to see if it changes your answer at all. It is specifically for the fantasy romance genre.
Is it that? At that point, I just think of actual fantasy, and with the
Mhm.
word shadow, it is an actual shadow person.
Yeah, you're getting closer.
Is it that literal that it's a freaking shadow person that's a dad?
Not quite. Would you like me to read you what I found?
Freaking dumb already. I'm not liking it. Stupid. Go ahead and hit me with the knowledge, but it's not going to make sense to me.
A shadow daddy is a term primarily used in the realm of fantasy romance novels, referring to a male character who is often morally ambiguous, powerful, and has the ability to manipulate shadows or darkness, essentially acting as a mysterious and alluring figure with a potentially dangerous side, a bad boy archetype with supernatural powers related to shadows.
That is so fucking dumb. Why throw the daddy in there? Because he's enticing or something?
Yeah.
Like,
Is that a sugar daddy? Is your shadow daddy? I don't know.
but that's
Not your
dumb.
favorite? Not your favorite?
I mean, like, if you boil down the basics of the description you just read, someone who can manipulate shadow, dark, whatever, some naughty boy, why do you have to throw daddy in there? Like,
That's the part that bugs you, huh?
yeah, he might be like an attractive, I want a slice of that type of person, but I really dislike the word daddy, so maybe that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I understand. I can definitely see where you're coming from. I I think it's funny.
Yeah, the terms are fucking dumb. Like, if we're looking at the book that you talked about last episode was
the lights out one with the
the dragon one.
Oh yeah, he's a shadow daddy. You that
No,
guy?
no. Just give me the title of the dragon one.
Fourth wing.
Fourth wing. So let's say in fourth wing, there's a dude who is like powerful and attractive, and he's the shit with the dragons. What's to say all of a sudden you want to throw out a new term of dragon daddy because he can manipulate and do all these things with his dragons, and people are like, oh, he's so hot, so now he's dragon daddy? It's fucking dumb.
Well, there is a shadow daddy who is a dragon rider in that book. He is a shadow wielder also.
My God.
I know. Yay for you. Especially when we watch it together whenever it comes out. Aren't you excited? I'll be sure to keep you posted. I'll be sure to keep you posted.
For the shadow daddy in fourth wing? Yeah. Super
duper. Can't wait. Okay, so the other thing I thought would be really fun for us to do today is our own little version of the Newlywed game. We're not keeping track of score or anything like that, but we've been together for a long time, so I figured we would see if our answers match up for some of the answers to these questions. So I'll go ahead and read through, and then would you like me to give you my answer first, or would you like to give me your answer?
However you want to do it. All you, all me, whatever.
I say have you go first each time. It's easier. Oh, my dentist is calling. Okay, so who is the most romantic between the two of us?
I put myself.
I put you as well. Hands down. You're romantic at heart, babe, no matter how grouchy you are all the time.
Yep.
Who is between the two of us is the funniest?
I put myself.
I put you as well. Because you make me laugh all the time, so that's totally fair.
A lot of my comedy too, you don't get, so then I'm like, I'm just sitting here laughing at myself. And then I gotta explain it, and yeah.
And then you say, I explained this to you last time, and then I look at you and say, and I clearly don't care enough to remember. So go ahead and explain it again if you want. All right. Out of the two of us, who is the best listener?
I put myself.
I put me. I had a feeling we were going to do that. That was a hard one.
I knew that you were going to put you, and I was going to put myself, just because you catch me on bad days.
So who says sorry first during an argument? This one's hard, I think, too.
I put myself.
I put myself. But then
You never say sorry in an
also,
argument. Well, to be fair, all arguments are basically my fault. So then I feel the need to apologize. You just do it out of habit or whatever, but that's not part of in an actual argument. I don't think you've ever apologized.
we also don't argue that much. So other than like really big stuff, I can't think of what's our norm when we argue because I don't feel like it happens a lot. So I don't know. I feel like for some people it's way more obvious. For us, maybe not so much. Having to be the one to apologize is different than being the first to apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next. What is your spouse's favorite dessert?
This was hard. This was not easy.
I totally get it.
I didn't even think about mine, so you're screwed.
I already know what yours is.
Okay. Okay, so
I don't know what mine is.
I put cheesecake. It used to be. So then I put a backup one because gauging on your response, I was way off. So the new one, which I'm still going to be off, but either way, I'm shooting darts.
I don't have one, so it's fair. It's fair. Whatever you put is fair.
Espresso martini.
Ooh, I'll take it. Yeah, I don't really have a favorite dessert.
We're not dessert people anyways, so this
yeah.
is not easy.
I know. That's why I picked it. I couldn't think of anything for myself. I could think of something for you. I put chocolate chip cookies for you.
Cookies! Yeah, got it.
Yeah. All right. I think number 6 is going to be easy for both of us. Best vacation we've been on together.
So I put a 2-parter because I wasn't sure if this counted, but for sure, first one is New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't sure if it was going to count because that's where we got married, and then it turned into vacation/honeymoon. But in my eyes, it's
100%.
It's still a vacation. So
yeah.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
If it didn't count, it would have been Europe.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fair. Yeah, definitely New Zealand, hands down. Because I feel like I compare everything to that now. So, which sucks. Because it's hard to compare that. But
well, I mean, you went to the Hobbiton, so
I know.
What on earth?
Yeah.
Aside from being cast in a role of Hobbiton somewhere in a different country, it's not gonna. I don't think anything's gonna top it.
No, but in general, I mean, we did so much. We got to see so many things. We had an amazing wedding. We had an amazing time with our friends. We had amazing time on our own. I don't know. I think between the scenery and just everything just felt really perfect and amazing. And I think it was great. And we even, got to see old friends and stuff while we stopped like it's super quick and easy, but in Australia, and just that everything was really nice. So I compare everything to that for sure. I mean, obviously it's the most expensive we've ever spent on it. So that has a lot to do with why we enjoyed ourselves so much, but who doesn't want to take multiple helicopter rides, So
yeah.
Okay, so this one I think is hilarious. What is your spouse's favorite holiday?
This one was not clear cut, but I put Christmas for you.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
So that's a yes?
Yeah, that's good. I know everyone's probably like, you don't sound very certain, but we're not super festive people. Yeah, in general, I do. I really like Christmas time. I like the smells. I like the feel. I like the warmth and the family, all the family stuff. And so I really enjoy Christmas. I would also say for you, none. You don't have a favorite holiday. If it was up to you, you wouldn't celebrate. You don't like the food. You don't even like your own birthday. So I'm trying to think of something you really like. Maybe the 4th of July.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
You nailed it. Gun to head, if I were to pick any holiday, it'd be 4th of July.
Mm-hmm. I actually really like 4th of July too. My answer for number 7 says none. Ha! Exclamation point.
I could care less about any holiday, but 4th of July is cool. The weather's really nice. Barbecues, fireworks, all that jazz. I enjoy that over any of the other holidays.
It's funny because I think that this quiz really says a lot about us personally, but also I feel like readers and listeners get to see the really curmudgeon-y side of you as we go on to some of these questions. I don't know. I just think it's going to be really funny. What is your spouse's biggest pet peeve?
This was one that was not sure on.
Mhm.
And I was laughing when I wrote something down. So I did two. I did one for the listeners out there just to have them rally. I put folded or creased spines in books, but that's not true.
No, it's not true. I don't have the preference.
You could care less. I was waiting for people to be like, yeah, Team Lindsey. No.
That was cute though, Ben. Nice try.
I couldn't really think of anything. What came to mind, which you wouldn't pick this, but I put that your biggest pet peeve is when spit collects at the corner of your mouth.
Of my mouth?
Of someone's mouth when they're talking.
That never crossed my mind. But,
I know.
But that is definitely not.
It's not a pet peeve.
Once you see it,
gross.
You can't unsee it. Yeah. Wow, Dennis, thank you.
And people can't. They can't help that.
I think for me, the first thing that came to mind was people flaking. That bugs the crap out of me.
Oh, I was gonna put like tardiness or something along those lines of being not professional or just dragging you along. I just didn't know how to word it.
Yeah, no. No, you're good. You're good. You know me. I already know you know me. We've been together 19 years, so I'm not. I gave you 5 minutes to fill this out before we started, so you did what you could. Okay, who said I love you? Oh, what?
What's my biggest?
Oh my gosh, I couldn't pick just one. I mean, I did, but it was hard, so I picked the people using the word literally.
Oh, didn't think about that.
Why? What did you come up with for yourself?
People that don't use their turn signals.
Oh, I knew. So my second thing was gonna have something to do with driving. People being dumbasses driving because you are so impatient.
Turn signals.
Yeah.
Literally has just beat me into a pulp that I'm almost desensitized to it.
After the last 5 years of you cringing and getting angry when you hear it, now you're like.
No, I mean I still die a little, but like, how much left is there for me to give?
Oh my god. Okay, so who said I love you first?
I put me.
I put you as well. Mr. Romantic over here, guys.
Big old softy.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Ready, Freddie? Who is the better cook?
I put you.
I put you.
I knew it.
I throw stuff together. You actually take pride in your dishes.
Yeah.
I have no patience.
I envy you because you cook quickly and it tastes good.
Okay, that's fair.
And I take forever to cook. So.
Yeah. I mean, all of this is true. All right, Ben. This is going to be a true test here. This one was hard for me too. Who is your spouse's favorite musical artist or band?
Of all time since our existence, I put Celine.
That's fair also, but no, for me it'd be Linkin Park. The OG Linkin Park.
Look what's on my paper. Celine LP.
Oh, perfect.
You can't read it.
Yeah, perfect.
Because it says favorite musical artists. Well, I read it as artist. I put Celine, and then it said band, and I put LP.
That's good. That's good. I put System of a Down, but I mean, I feel like it could go a lot of different places for you.
Yeah, I can't answer that one.
Yeah, you have way too many. Oh, so all right, let's try this. Who would you at least put in your tops? I'm not going to say top 3 because I know that's still too hard for you, but when you think of your top favorites, who do you pick? Is System of a Down even in there?
They used to be.
Is Queen up there?
Okay, let's go top favorites. Yeah, I'll throw Queen in there. I'll throw System. I'll throw Korn, AFI, Rise, Metallica.
What about the Bee Gees?
No, but they They hold a special place in my heart.
What about the Carpenters?
Same.
Mm. So we're talking about a lot of heavy metal music.
I would just
Mine are between Celine Dion and Linkin Park. It's very different.
It's primarily rock. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say primarily rock, but it's just my go-tos, I guess.
I think number 12 is hard. So, what is your spouse's favorite color?
Yeah, that's not easy. My guess on you was pink.
Yeah, I like pink. It's so funny because I used to hate pink. I don't know if it's because when I was growing up as a little girl, I was just, just resistant to it because everybody expects you to wear it or whatever. But now, ooh, hot pink. If it's hot pink, it's absolutely hands down my absolute favorite. Clothes, polish for my fingernails, you name it. You are hard. I wanted to say blue, and then I thought about orange, but you only really wear black. So I was really going with dots and colors, and then I was thinking black. So I don't actually know what your favorite color is, because I'm pretty sure you don't know what your favorite color is. I feel like we've had this conversation.
I don't think I do. It depends on what the color's for. Well, pick one. If you were to
What
pick
for you?
one of those three colors you just said,
I think you'd pick black.
black. Yes. So black, I guess, is my favorite color, but I do like blue, but I'm not going to wear a blue shirt. So,
Yeah, which a lot of normal people do wear blue shirts, but
I mean, I do have blue shirts and I do wear them, but I prefer black. I'm not going to get a blue truck. I'm not going to get a black truck.
Yeah, I was just
So-
going to say, I already know all the complaints you'd have with that. So you also pretty much will only ever get a white car, probably, unless it's some fancy sports car, and then you'll get some bright color.
It depends on the car.
I want a neon green something.
Porsche, nice.
Ew, no, definitely not. This one's also hard. What is their favorite movie?
So initially I wrote down Die Hard, but it could be Die Hard or Armageddon.
Ooh.
And it's neither.
I honestly couldn't pick one. I also absolutely love A Few Good Men.
Scheisse.
But I feel like a Bruce Willis is a very solid choice. So out of the two,
You don't have to pick one. It's like me and the music.
I can't.
Me and the music, you're fine.
I can't. Love me some Bruce. Did I tell you I have his birthday in my calendar? It's in March. It's coming up.
No. March what?
I don't know. Let me look and tell you. I can't right now. Okay. For you, a couple things came to mind, but I think the one out of what I could think of was Constantine.
Yeah. That's what came to mind too. I do have a lot of favorites and they're obscure or whatever. But that seems to be my go-to right now, at least.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like Keanu Reeves?
I can't think of a single person, actually. I was on a walk with Amber and we were talking about Keanu Reeves, about Speed.
That's the best.
Yeah, I know you love that movie. So we were talking about how it's really hard for you to watch any shows, movies, whatever, and not be able to kind of detach yourself from reality versus what they do in the movies, right? And so she brought up Speed and how her boyfriend, he's not a mechanic, I don't think, but he's like really into cars and stuff. And he has a huge problem with Speed because there's so many things that he thinks are, ridiculous to happen. But I was thinking that it's so funny because of all the things that you complain about and all the shows and the movies we watch, that is one of your favorite. And I've never heard you complain about it. But for me, for her and I, we were talking about how we're like, I think that's when we started looking at Keanu Reeves a little differently because he was like a Bill and Ted and just, it was hard to take him seriously before. And then you see him in that and I'm like, where did you come from? Granted, I was probably 15 when I saw it. I don't remember, but I remember thinking, he's so cute. Now I don't think so, but I think he's a fun actor.
Wow. Sorry, Keanu. She doesn't think she doesn't think you're attractive anymore.
I don't.
Wow.
we're so busy quoting it all the time when we watch it. I don't think I've ever heard you really be like, that would never happen. Except for, I do think of the elevator shaft scene the last couple of times you brought up that friend of yours that you talked to that works in elevators, and he's like, yeah, elevator shafts don't look anything like what they do in the movies. You know, I think of that and I think of Bruce or Die Hard whenever I think about that conversation.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think I enjoy that movie too much that I must watch it with blinders because I'm sure I could point out a billion things, but
You just love it.
It's nostalgic to me. That was my first rated R movie, and I'm just like, oh yeah, the best. So
yeah, I get it. You know what I was just thinking? One of the first movies I remember going to the movie theater to watch when I was little, I want to say maybe in 3rd grade or something, as I went to see Jurassic Park.
Casablanca. Oh,
what? No, I went and saw Jurassic Park. That would be on my top 5, 100%. The OG one, not all the other ones. Jurassic Park. That one and A Few Good Men, I will always stop to watch if it's on television. I remember it was a rainy, stormy night, and then we went to the movies and watched Jurassic Park, and it starts on a really rainy, stormy night. And I remember as a little kid going, "Oh my god, it's so scary!" Well, because the first opening scene, the guy is getting essentially eaten by whatever's in the cage. You can't see it, but it sounds horrifying. The Velociraptor, remember?
right.
Shoot! Yeah, iconic.
Okay.
What?
He says that in the beginning, opening scene, his shooter, and that's when it trails off.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then the clever girl part is probably what you're getting confused. That's in the jungle. That's later on.
Yeah, no, I remember that for sure. But I know, yeah, they have that cage and they're trying to open it and then open up the other door and they're transferring. They're shocking the crap out of the whatever dinosaur's in the cage, which is a raptor.
Right.
Spoiler.
If you haven't seen it since 1994 when it came out or whatever, numbers are hard.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So do you think Constantine was a fair guess then?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Second to last question. Who is better with kids?
I put you.
I put me also. I mean, I prefer watching you with kids because you're hilarious. But
yeah, so does everyone else, and I don't like it. So.
It's because you're so cute with them, even though it's very awkward.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mm.
Yeah, no. But I've been around kids a lot more than you, so. All right, and then who is the messiest?
I put me.
I put you as well. I'm very glad that we're on the same page with that one. Because if you would have said me, I don't know what I would have done.
You would have flipped the desk over and been like...
I would have flipped the desk over. I would have freaked out. All right, well, I think we've bored people enough, or maybe we entertain them. I don't know. But we appreciate you hanging out with us today. I know you're ready to wind down and get comfy after a long day of work, and I am exhausted. So we're going to wrap this up.
Every freaking time. I'm grateful for hot links.
Do you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
They taste so good.
I am really grateful for my networking community that I have. I've been really reflecting a lot on not just my readers, which has been amazing because with this whole Kickstarter experience, it's amazing to look at the list of people who have backed the Kickstarter campaign, and many of them, more than half of them, are my readers, names that I know, not just random people who found the Kickstarter, not Christie's readers, they're my readers, and it makes me feel really special and seen by them. So that makes me feel really good. And then just spending time with authors more lately, and not just the authors that I always meet with. I mean, I'm very grateful and I love my normal, quote unquote, normal author friends, but I've been doing this in this business for 12 years, and it's really nice to have the confidence to reach out to people I haven't talked to in a while, but also just to know so many people that I have the option to be like, hey, we haven't talked in a while. Do you want to catch up and commiserate and celebrate being an author and talk about it and So it just makes me feel really grateful for, as hard as this business has been over the years, that I'm at a place where I can do any of that at all, you know? So I don't know. It feels really good.
That's really nice, Bubba.
Thank you.
Good job, readers.
Yeah. They're great. I heart them. Are you going to leave Hot Links as yours or?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. So thank you everyone for listening. We will be back soon. Until next time, happy reading, writing, living life. Please be safe and find something to smile about because this life is really depressing sometimes. So we hope we made you smile today. And we will talk to you next time.
Mahalo.
Mahalo. Well, that's a wrap on this episode of Grumpily Ever After. Whether you're here for the book talk or the banter, we appreciate you. If you enjoyed our brand of chaos, don't forget to subscribe and join us next time for more book chats and married mayhem. Stay grumpy, stay bookish, and we'll catch you next time.